All right, so moving on to the final segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the dawning times of the NBA bubble. I'll be sharing my favorite moments of the NBA bubble. So let's close our eyes here and let's think about the NBA bubble. Back in 2020, which feels like a lifetime to me ago, the NBA bubble. My thoughts on the NBA bubble being 4 years removed from it. The NBA bubble was truly fun to watch. And it was everything that you wanted in as a basketball fan. We were in some dark times in the world. The pandemic, you really couldn't do anything. You really couldn't go anywhere. There really wasn't much to do but sit in the house. But when we got to get some type of sports back, the NBA definitely delivered with the NBA bubble, because as a basketball fan, it was straight ball in the gym. You had the Lakers winning a championship. That was a well-earned championship that year. I think that has to go down as one of the most earned titles in NBA history under the circumstances of the NBA bubble. There's no home court advantage, no traveling during series that you normally see throughout an NBA playoff series. Straight balling in the gym, no fans in attendance, just straight hooping like you were at an LA fitness session. Local YMCA facility playing basketball, a local pickup game. The games were absolutely incredible. The memories that were made were absolutely incredible. The NBA bubble to me will always have a true special place in my heart, based off the circumstances that were happening around the world, and the excitement and the joy that sports fans finally got again when we got the NBA bubble back, or when we got the NBA back in the NBA bubble. So let's get into the memories. So my favorite memory number one was the Denver Nuggets in the NBA bubble. The Denver Nuggets overcame not one but two 3-1 deficits in the NBA bubble in the 2020 playoffs. The Nuggets overcame a 3-1 lead to the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz at the time, they still had Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. They overcame that 3-1 lead. And the classic 7 games, the classic matchups in that 7-game series that we got between Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray, which really made Jamal Murray a star in this series. The back and forth that they were having between himself and Donovan Mitchell in this series. Then that's really how I think Jokic and Jamal Murray became a threat as one of the biggest duos in the NBA today. And then you had the Nuggets overcome a 3-1 lead to the Clippers, with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That's when you can really see the specialness of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray coming out. And the rest is history. I mean, they're NBA champions now. They could be on their way to going on a back-to-back run for a title this year as we speak. So the bubble started it all for them. Now, memory number two was the Portland Trailblazers versus the Memphis Grizzlies play-in tournament game. The play-in tournament was created. The play-in tournament was created in 2020 during the pandemic, and it was created because of the shortened NBA season. The NBA season ended, I believe, with a month ago. But when the pandemic happened and everything shut down. So it gave the play-in tournament gave teams a chance to make the playoffs with a shortened NBA season. And the matchup that we got between the Portland Trailblazers and the Memphis Grizzlies were something to always remember, because it was a fun matchup of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum taking on that young Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies team. The Trailblazers ended up getting the best of the Grizzlies in that game, but Damian Lillard was a highlight reel. He was really a highlight reel throughout the NBA bubble, and has to go down as one of the most exciting players in the NBA bubble era. And that was actually the last time that the Trailblazers made the playoffs with Damian Lillard and TJ McCollum both being on the team, but both being traded away in the years later. Memory number three was Jimmy Butler's iconic Game 5 performance in the NBA Finals. Now, with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat being down 3-1 in that series to the Los Angeles Lakers, I'm not making any excuses for my Miami Heat, but back then, if we had a healthy Goran Dragic and a healthy Bam Adebayo in that series against that LA team, it could have been a different story. It could have been a different outcome, but we cannot go in the past. But Jimmy Butler gave everything he had for the Miami Heat in Game 5 when they were down 3-1. Had, to me, one of the most gritful and determination games that you'll see in NBA history. In the NBA Finals, when the man scored 35 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 steals, going head-to-head, toe-to-toe against LeBron James for 47 minutes. The man did not even come out for over a minute in that ball game. That is what you call grit, of what Jimmy Butler did in the finals that year to LeBron James in Game 5. Now, the final thing was the final memory was the Los Angeles Lakers winning the NBA title, and it just felt right for them to win it all in 2020. Earlier in the beginning of that year, we started off the year in a sad way for sports fans around the world, with Kobe Bryant, Gigi, and several others that passed away on that helicopter accident. I still use Mamba mentality on a daily basis, getting through my day, whether I'm grinding at work, schoolwork, I'm at the gym, you name it. Mamba mentality means something to me. And I still, to this day, wish Kobe and his daughter and the several others on that plane were still alive. But it just felt right that LeBron James won and the Lakers won the NBA title that year after Kobe Bryant passed away. You know, he was looking down and it was happy that the Lakers won the title that year. Definitely just felt right. It just felt right that the Lakers went on to win the title that year. Yes, I just feel like that was an exciting moment. Now, I do feel bad for teams in LA, the Lakers fans, because they did not get a parade after the Lakers won a title that year. Actually, they didn't get a parade when the Dodgers won the World Series that year. Ooh, dang, LA fans were, oh man, that had to be a big blow for LA fans. I totally forgot the Dodgers won the World Series that year too. Man, wow, they missed on double parades. Definitely sucks for LA fans. Wow. But yes, that definitely, I just wish they got a parade because they deserved it for being isolated in a bubble. You can't leave once you come in. If you leave, you got to do several COVID tests to be cleared to play in games. I think that was a rough circumstance for anybody that participated in the NBA bubble. Hell, they even went on a deep playoff run, what they had to do on a daily basis. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.